Guys, we gotta be quick. We're in the thick of it right now, okay? It's finals week. Uh, I'm studying for statistics right now. I couldn't tell you one. I took my accounting test yesterday. I passed, but you need a 72 in the class. I got a 71.27. What are we gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna park my ass in our office, and I'm gonna say I'm not leaving till you bump me that 7.8%. But I don't want to trauma dump on you guys. I just want to tell you some things that happened. This Saturday we had Jack Della Maddalena beat Bilal Muhammad in a great fight. Everyone was expecting a really boring fight, but it was actually good. It wasn't, not on the side of Jack Della Maddalena. No one expected anything boring from him, but on Bilal Muhammad. But, you saw some pretty good moments from him. I don't agree with the scorecards having him winning 2 rounds. I think that maybe he definitely won the second. But the fourth, I think it's easily given to Della Maddalena. But with that came some waves in the UFC. Islam Makhachev has announced that he is dropping his belt. He's dropping the lightweight belt. He's doing this to move up and fight Jack Della Maddalena for that belt. And I think not only it already being announced, but seeing this is a lot disappointing for a lot of people because they wanted to see Makhachev versus Topuria. And I think I speak for everyone when I say I wanted to as well. But I don't think that it's that upsetting in the fact that instead we get 2 very fun, very interesting fights with Jack Della Maddalena, who just fought and beat someone who has arguably on par skills of grappling with Islam Makhachev and just without the name. So I think that that's going to be an awesome fight, and that's what we got from him getting the win. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight belt. I think that's also going to be just super fun. I think that we'll make a further breakdown once we get there, but I think that the stylistic matchup that we have here is just so interesting in the fact that what grappling has Topuria really shown in his fights, and how has Charles Oliveira striking, which we've seen it improving, how will it hold up against someone like Ilia Topuria? That's something to be seen. Alexander Pantoja versus Kai Kara-France. That's also going to be super exciting. I think the last person, someone who's arguably next in line for that title shot, Manel Kape, he lost to Kai Kara-France, and I think that if Pantoja could get this win out, I think that it kind of starts to show, one, what level above Manel is it, and if he loses, then Manel gets to avenge that, assuming he wins the Royval. Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. I think Paulo Costa probably coming back. He might be a little scared with what happened. It's tragic what happened in his last fight versus Chimaev. And I think we'll kind of see how he feels coming back. And, Moicano versus Dariush, I think this probably makes sense because Moicano got a title shot after his win over Saint Denis, which he wasn't ready for. I think everyone knew he wasn't ready for. He did stun Makhachev a little bit in the first round, but he also got tapped out, so it doesn't really matter. Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape has gotten rescheduled. That says a lot for the flyweight division, kind of deciding who's next. And then other than that, nothing really notable to be breaking down now because we're not at that point. On there. Oh, the pound for pound list. So the pound for pound list basically is decided by media, the media standard, and who they believe. Jack Della Maddalena, though is a very, very, very good fighter, does not deserve to be above people like Pantoja, Aspinall, and I think that it's just time that we get a reset in what is the criteria for pound, and also who's deciding it. I think that's something interesting that AI could do. I don't want to take away jobs, but if you're putting Jack Della Maddalena that high up after beating Bilal Muhammad, and he does have notable victories and great finishes in the UFC, but he definitely is not above certain fighters. I'm not saying he shouldn't have that place, but it's time that we reevaluate how we decide who's on the pound for pound list and where they land. Other than that, good luck with finals, guys. We're almost there. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.